Will Lamar Jackson be able to run the ball against Bill Belichick's defense? You're going to give us the answer.
Lamar Jackson's the most explosive quarterback in the NFL, bar none. And the pass defense is really good, but one of the things they struggle with is when the quarterback does get out and scramble, they're giving up over 8 yards of scramble.
Belichick, sure. Lewis, you know him as well as anybody. The one thing he's not going to let you do is beat him with your biggest strength. So what does he do to combat Lamar Jackson's running the football?
Yeah, look, with guys like this, I mean, there's a reason why Lamar is transcended as far as quarterbacks is concerned, because I don't know if there's necessarily something that you can do schematically that can negate his unique playmaking ability. But the one thing Bill will rely on is this. He brings a certain kind of player into his defense, meaning the kind of guys who are just mentally very resilient and can carry out what he tells them to do for 3 hours, 3.5 hours, however long it takes. Shutting down the run is about fits. It's about rush lane discipline. It's about gap fits. It's about staying square. It's about playing great team defense. That's really the only thing I can tell you is about what are they going to. They're not going to put a spy on him. There's not going to be one guy who's going to chase Lamar down. They don't have a guy like that. No team in the NFL does. Bobby Wagner couldn't do it. No one can do it. Okay, it's going to be about team defense. You know Bill will drum into their guys' heads this week the cerebral part of the game. And if you know what, Lamar's going to make a few. You know he's going to cut loose and he's going to make a few. But I think over the long haul, they're going to rely on their football intelligence and playing gap sound football.
And Sanchez, I want to ask you about the Patriots offense, because they really haven't had a game this year that they've needed the offense to play big in order to win. This may be that week. What are you seeing in their offense?
It's really a complementary offense. They get a short field a lot of the times, and a lot of the times the defense is doing the scoring for them. That's how good this defense is. It's not as sexy as the 50 touchdown Randy Moss and Tom Brady connection, but they're so efficient. And like we've seen before, the best ones just figure out a way to win, and that's what Tom Brady does.
And the reason why they're playing offense like that is so they control the football. You have a really good defense. Yep. Don't put them on the field more. They're third in the NFL in time of possession. It may not always be pretty. It may not be big plays. Complementary football, keeping that defense rested.
No, think about what we just said here. I mean, the 49ers could beat you almost any way they want to. You want to play them, and they're unbeaten. The Patriots can probably beat you almost any way you want to play them, and they're unbeaten. If he's not 100% himself, if he can't run around back there, football's not a sport where we traditionally sacrifice a battle to win a war. Do you sit him?
Yeah, I sit him. I definitely don't let him play. And I think their head trainer, Rick Burkholder, who's like the best in the National Football League, he's going to protect Patrick from himself. Coach Reed will protect Patrick from himself. They do as good a job as any team in the NFL of making sure that it truly is player first, player health first, player wellness first. And Pat Mahomes, they know he's the future in Kansas City for a long, long time. They will not throw him out there if he's not ready. He won't play this week.
Mark, what do you think? I mean, if it's you, you know you're going to be telling them, I want to play.
He's chomping at the bit to play. I know for a fact. He wants it bad. He's a competitor. He wants to lead that team. That's who he is. That's in his genetic makeup. But like you said, protect him from himself.
Here's the question.
Don't ruin this for the long run.
Let's just think this through. They're not catching New England for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
But no team in the last 8 years has played wild card weekend and made it to the Super Bowl. So the 2 seed is very important. You sacrifice a game or two along the way, becomes a little dicey proposition.
The thing is, if you put him in there and he's not healthy and can't move, then you may be sacrificing 3 or 4 games down the line. He had a bad ankle going into that week when he hurt his knee. So he's now rehabbing an ankle. He's rehabbing a knee. Let's get him healthy. Get him all the way there. They'll make a run at the end.
And let's remember this, too. Now, that game they lost to the Green Bay Packers, Matt Moore played more than well enough for them to win the game. The defense is the issue.
Yes.
The defense is going to be what caps Kansas City's upside, just like last year.
And Rodgers went off.
Well, when they have Mahomes, they can overcome whatever the defense is.
Sometimes, if you can't get the ball back at the end, like against Houston, then it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.